nobody teaches your child about money. They will learn the hard way. And most parents don't even realize they are making this mistake. See, some of the most educated adults today are still struggling financially, not because they didn't go to school, but because nobody taught them how money works. Now imagine this. Your child grows up, gets a good job, earns money, but still lives paycheck to paycheck. Not because they are lazy, but because they were never taught. If you don't teach your child about money early, you may be preparing them for struggle later. What we are talking about today is not just theory for me. I work with children every single day. And as an educator, I see how they think, how they make decisions, how quickly they learn when they are exposed to the right things. I teach my adorable pupils about money during our time in class. And one thing I have noticed is this. Children are naturally curious about money, but parents shut that curiosity down. We say things like, you are too young to understand. Don't worry about money. What do you know? Do you think money grows on tree? But the truth is, if they are old enough to ask questions, then they are old enough to start learning. In this video, I'll walk you through practical money lessons every parent should teach their children. Lessons that can literally change their future. Now, let's start with something very simple but powerful. See, you must talk about money freely at home. Don't treat money like a secret. Teach your children the value of your country currency and other currencies around the world. Children should be aware how money moves from one person's hand to the other. Teach them the value of money. Children oftentimes only hear things like, we don't have money, that one is too expensive, but they never really understand why. Now let me share something I have seen. A child asks for something small, maybe snacks or a toy, and the parent says, no, we don't have money. But later, that same child sees the parent spending on something else. What happens? Confusion. Such child won't understand priorities. They'll think money is unpredictable. Instead, involve your children in simple conversations. We have money, but we are choosing to spend on this instead of that. That one sentence will teach your child choice, priority, and discipline. See, when money becomes a normal conversation, your children grows up informed and not ignorant. Let me add something important here. Don't hide your money mistakes from your children. Many parents try to look perfect. They don't want their children to see when they lose money, when a business doesn't go well, or when a financial decision goes wrong. But the truth is, those moments are powerful teaching opportunities. Instead of hiding it, use it to your children's advantage. Let your child hear things like, oh, I made this decision and it didn't work out. This is what I've learned from it. This is what I will do differently next time. What does that teach your child? It teaches them that mistakes are part of life, that failure is not the end, and most importantly, that decisions require thinking and learning, because if you hide your mistakes, your child may grow up thinking success is always perfect, and when they make their own mistakes, they won't know how to handle it. And this is where it becomes really serious. See, some adults today struggle deeply because they were never taught how to deal with failure. When things don't go as planned, a business fails or money is lost, they feel like everything is over. So it's not just about money anymore. Their confidence is affected, their identity, their hope. That's why as parents, we must teach our children early. Failure is not the end. Mistakes are part of growth, because when a child understands this, they grow into an adult that can fall, they can learn and rise again. And that is a powerful financial lesson. Let your child know that money is exchange of value, not time. This is where many get it wrong. We were raised to believe, you work hard, you spend money, you spend your time, you earn money. See, let me tell you the truth. Money is not a reward for time. Money is reward for value. If money was about time alone, for everybody working 8 hours a day would be extremely rich. But that's not the case. So teach your child this early. The more value you create, the more you can earn. For example, a child who can draw, bake, teach others, solve problems, already has something valuable. Encourage them. Instead of asking your child, what do you want to become in the future? That question alone places limits on their mind. Ask them, how can you use this skill to help someone? So this automatically shifts their mindset from I need money to I can create value. And that mindset is a powerful one, trust me. Next, teach your child how to budget. This is one of the most practical lessons. Now, let's make it real. Let's say, as a parent, you have 10,000 and you need to buy few things at home. A crate of egg is maybe 5,200, 1 liter of vegetable is 2,500, 2 rolls of detergent is 2,500, and maybe a pack of seasoning cube is 1,400. If you had everything together, it's more than 10,000. Instead of just concluding on what to do all by yourself, make that a perfect teaching moment. Let your child see the process. Ask questions. What do we really need first? What can wait till later? Is there an alternative to this? Let them think through and decide along with you. Can we postpone the rest or we buy half and keep one? That process, that moment teaches something powerful. That is a money lesson that you are teaching your child. See, and that you are teaching them priorities. You let them experience that decision-making process, because life will always present us with more needs and wants than the money available. And when your children learn to prioritize early, they grow into adults who manage money wisely. Now, also teach your child how to save. And by the way, if you have not liked this video, please give it a thumbs up so that other people can see and get it. Now, teach your child to save. See, saving is simple, but it is not easy. And if you don't teach it early, it becomes difficult. Many people say, I will start saving when I earn more. But the truth is, if you don't save small money, you won't be able to save big money. Teach your child this rule. A part of every money they receive must stay with them. You can even make it practical. Give them 3 sections. Spend, save, give. When they receive 1,000, let them divide it. This builds discipline in them, because saving is not about the amount, it's about habit. Now, let me add something very important here. Teach your child delayed gratification. This means helping them understand that they don't have to get everything immediately. Let's make it practical. A child gets money and wants to spend it right away. Instead of allowing that every time as a parent, guide them to wait and plan for something better. Because here is the truth. A child that cannot wait will struggle with money as an adult. They will earn and spend immediately. They will see and buy instantly. But a child who learns to wait, to think, to control their desires will make better financial decisions in the future. And as a parent, this is very important. Don't always rush to meet every financial request. Sometimes the best lesson is in the waiting. And that waiting is not punishment. It is training. Now it is getting quite interesting. See, teach your child how compound interest works. Teach your child that money can grow, and not just by working, but by being investors. Explain it simply. Tell them if you save money and leave it, it can increase over time. And the earlier you start, the bigger it becomes. This is why it is so powerful. A child who understands this early has a massive advantage over others. So they start thinking long term, and that's how wealth is built. So finally, teach them how to negotiate. Many adults struggle financially because they are afraid to ask. They see a price and just accept it. Negotiation is a skill. Let them go out to buy stuffs with you and negotiate alongside with you. Ask them quietly, how much do you think this thing is worth? Teach your child it's okay to say, can this be lower? Is there a better option? See, negotiation is not disrespect. It's a life skill. It helps them save money and also build confidence. Let me leave you with this. Your child's financial future will not be determined by school alone. It will be shaped by the conversations and lessons you give at home. You don't need to be a financial expert. You just need to start the conversation, because the moment your child understands money, they begin to think differently. And when they think differently, they live differently. And please ensure you start today. My name is Helen. I'm your money enthusiast and your financial literacy advocate. So if you find this video helpful, please kindly like, share, and subscribe. And I will be bringing you more practical lessons. God bless you.